Hello and welcome to this session number, I think 12, session number 12 of the Classics in the Movies Part 3. With me, Adrian Garratt, resident musician at Chelsea and Westminster Hospital and West Middlesex Hospital in various wards throughout those hospitals, mainly elderly wards in the Chelsea and Westminster Hospital, paediatric wards in West Middlesex Hospital. Welcome if you have found us on the YouTube channel, the CW Plus YouTube channel, or possibly on the CW Plus website. So I'm an artist in residence. There are several artists in residence, and there's lots and lots and lots of stuff here online, courtesy of the Virtual Connections, which is the CW Plus version of Arts for All. So normally, Arts at the Hospital, Arts for All program, now online in these strange times. So you join me here in a room, somewhere in London, but not, sadly, in a hospital, where I normally hang out. So I've been doing lots of sessions. We did some quizzes, and there were about 9 quizzes, I think, and then a couple of sessions of classical music featured in the movies. And this is part 3 of Classics in the Movies. Normally I say get in touch. And you can do by writing an email to arts@cwplus.org.uk if you want to get in touch and give us your feedback on the arts programme here online. We're going to feature some music this week played by me on this, my trusty wooden box, with the trusty not wooden bow, carbon fibre on this one, carbon fibre. Modern technology. So we're going to have a few pieces from the world of music, world of classics in films. You can try and work out which films they're from. I might give you a bit of a clue or a hint, or even tell you at the end. We had a couple of, some of these I played a little bit of last week on the last session. We're going to start today. We're going to start today with a little piece of, it goes like this. It goes like this. This is tricky, very tricky, this one. If you get this one, you're doing very well. You know your films way better than I do. So, any bells ringing for that one? It's a bit of Sibelius. A bit of Sibelius called Finlandia, which is all about Finland, as you can imagine. Very famous export from Finland, Mr. Sibelius. Wrote lots of very famous music. Very big in, I think, the 1960s. He kind of came into vogue, should we say. Anyway. He wrote loads of good stuff. So that's piece number 1 for today is Finlandia by Sibelius. Any idea which film that featured in? Incredibly difficult. We're going to move on to something a little bit easier. Well, I don't know actually. The piece is more well known, but I think the film reference, I didn't know this at all. So it's another one of those ones where I'm going to go and watch it to find out, to remember which bit it's in. So here we go. This is a little bit of Strauss now. A bit of Strauss called the Trash Polka, featured every year in the New Year's Day concert, live from Vienna to your TV programme, to your TV screen all around the world. Where they all sit there in some nice posh hall and there's an orchestra playing lots of Strauss. Anyway, this is on the programme, I think, called the Trash Polka. chaotic, that one, isn't it? So that's the Trash Polka by Johann Strauss. Johann Strauss, the younger or elder? I don't know. There were two of them. I can't remember whether the famous one was the younger one or the older one. I think the younger one. I think. More things to look up in the coming weeks. So Johann Strauss, the elder, writing the Trash Polka. So which film? Who knows? And which bit of the film? Right, so now we're going to move on to a lovely piece, which is slightly, I reckon you might get this one. From an opera called Cavalier Rusticana, or The Rusty Cavalier, by Mascagni. Testing my memory here. Italian chap who wrote, he wrote that, and he's not really known for much else. But it's a good one. So if you know this, sing along with the harmonies in your head, because I'm going to play the tune, but not much else. F major. Remind myself. Here we go. Beautiful number, this one. So yeah, the luscious orchestra is going to come in your head about halfway through. All right, this is the Intermezzo, which I think is the bit before the singers sort of come on. So we're looking sort of, back from the interval, couple of glasses of wine, sit down, beautiful tune, don't fall asleep before the second half. All right. There you go. A little bit of just waking my computer up. A little bit of opera there, without any singers. Cavalier Rusticana, the Intermezzo from Cavalier Rusticana by Mascagni. Fill in the first name of Mascagni. Let's call him Luigi. I don't know. Luigi Mascagni. Yeah, what was that used in? Any ideas? I think you might get it. Black and white scene, I think. Black and white scene. It's a sport, I think. Right, and now we're going to up the tempo a bit now with some Mozart. Now, Mozart, of course, a lot of his music was used in one film, which was about him, not surprisingly. How about this one? Do you know that one? That's part of his Requiem, I think, right at the end of the film. Amadeus, where he was, yeah, I think he finished it just about, but he was on his sort of deathbed. Drama in the film with Salieri writing it down. Oh yeah, good stuff. But this is not that. This is quite a late work, taken from the opera The Marriage of Figaro, which I think was quite late on in his very short life. Died when he was 35, so he crammed a lot in. But I think this is one of the later pieces that he wrote. I know the Magic Flute was very late. Anyway, this is the overture to The Marriage of Figaro, which apparently is just the right amount of time to boil an egg. So stick your egg in the water and press play, and when it finishes, it should be done. I think quite a small egg, because I think it's a bit short. Anyway, see, let's time it. Right, I'm on the video. 12 minutes, 45 seconds starting now. Minutes 25, so that is 12:45, 16:25. My maths is dreadful. 3 minutes and 40 seconds, I think. which is, in my knowledge of eggs, not long enough. But perhaps in Mozart's day, they were very small. Perhaps the hens in Vienna, laid very small eggs, and that was enough time. Perhaps it wasn't even Mozart that said that. Perhaps it was somebody else. He lived in an area with hens with small eggs. Anyway, so that was the overture to Magic Figaro by Mozart. And that brings me to, I think, probably the end of the music for this session. So we're going to have a little recap now, Oh, by the way, the mistake I made earlier. So there's sometimes I do a version of that where I cut out a massive chunk. And the same bit happens twice, and then you can go two ways. It's like getting to a fork in the road. You can either go that way, that's the long version, or you can go that way, it's a short version. And normally I go that way, and I was trying to go that way, and I sort of went in the middle. So there was a bit of a wobble. It's all live, ladies and gentlemen. No edits, no cuts, no takes. Well, one take, that's this one. So, sorry about that. Right, yes, so recap now. So we started off with this one. Bit of a Finlandia by Sibelius, all about his country of birth, Finland. And that was used in which film? Anyone know? Anyone? Hands up. Dave? Betty? Abdul? No one. Okay, right. So, no, I'd never heard of that. That was used apparently in Die Hard 2. There you go. So Die Hard 2 for the bit of Sibelius. I'd love to be the job of deciding which music to put behind scenes in a film. I mean, that'd be a great job, wouldn't it? And then we have this one. Bit of a Strauss, bit of Johann Strauss, the Trash Polka, used in it's used in a Bond film. Which Bond film? Give you a slight clue. It's a Bond film. I could give you more clues, but I'm not going to. No, it was used in Moonraker, 1979, Moonraker. It was used apparently in the gondola chase, the famous gondola chase in Venice, where Bond has his special gondola, obviously, a Q-modified gondola. Dear idea. So anyway, there we go. So you can watch Moonraker now, and you can go, oh yeah, a bit of Strauss. And then we have this one. From the world of opera. A bit of Mascagni, the Intermezzo from Cavaliere Rusticana. And that was used, as I'm sure you know, in Raging Bull. Yeah, that's a great juxtaposition of the drama and the tension and the smooth, beautiful music. And then we finish with this one, the Egg Timer. Perhaps if I played at this speed. Which of course I do when I'm practicing, then it would have been just the right length, 5 minutes. Who knows? Anyway, the Magic Figaro was used in many films. Now I know it as being the opening credits to the famous Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy classic Trading Places. But I look it up and it's actually used in many other films, like The Ipcris File, which I think has a lot of John Barry in it as well, I think. Yes, great theme to that, The Ipcris File. And also The King's Speech. The King's Speech is a classic sort of medley of classics, because famously used the Beethoven in his speech about the impending war. Bit of German music there to add a bit of kudos. Yeah, Beethoven on, what is it? Is it Beethoven 5th? I don't know, this one. Oh, dreadfully played. Can't really play it. Very difficult for the line. Anyway, so that was using the King's Speech as well, the Magic Figaro overture. Also, Weird Science. There you go. Weird Science, the 80s film about stuff. So there you go. I think that's about it for me today. So this is session 12. Session 3, the third part 3 of Classics in Film, brought to you by CW Plus, the charity here at the Chelsea and Westminster and West Middlesex Hospital, who are curating all this art stuff, which is going online. The Virtual Connections arts program. So it's Arts for All, online, Virtual Connections, brought to you by CW Plus. I'm Adrian Garratt, musician in residence, but not at the moment, musician at home. talking to my phone. Hi, phone. I hope you enjoyed that little snippet of music in the film. There might be a bit more of that next session, I think, because there's a lot of it, and it's quite fun. So hopefully see you soon. Scroll down if you're watching this in the future, and then you can watch the next one, which will be there already, even though I haven't recorded it. So, all right, stay well, stay safe. Adrian Garratt bidding you farewell. Au revoir for now. Bye.